Hi, I'm Kathleen the Donkey, and I'm here doing part 2 of What is a Donkey? On the first one, we finished at ripples, so I'm going to start up there. Have you ever been so blessed to have the experience of doing something and then seeing the ever-widening results, like ripples in the water? A tiny stone thrown into the stagnant water causes a ripple effect. Our daily deeds are like that. The tiniest little actions that we never stop to give a thought to have great ripple effects we will never know. The ripples go out and touch others, causing them to touch others, and on it goes. My first true and significant realization of how my actions really affect others, meaning donkeyness, and how, as my mother would tell me, people are always watching, was when I married my first husband at 18. I was painfully ignorant and immature. I lived in a very small town, 2,000, and everyone knew everyone else's business. I received a card in the mail. It said, "The merchants of Orleans have contributed to a family Bible for you as a wedding gift." Now, I was not particularly religious at that point in my life, or even that spiritual. I was an ostrich. But I was deeply touched at this lovely gesture, and I filled out the card and mailed it in. I received a beautiful white Bible with our name on it. I was not about to read it, but I appreciated the love, intention, concern, and other motivations behind it. I felt gratitude. My mother had instilled in me the necessity of writing thank you notes. I wrote thank you letters to every single merchant that contributed to that Bible. Now, as you can imagine, that town had a depressed economy. It was tough to find a job. Our best market was run by a real go-getter who only employed the most winning personalities. Kids from my high school, the ones that made everyone smile. I was a reserved, quiet child. I did not exude that charm. But I had put in my application anyway, and of course was not called. Soon after that thank you letter went out, I was hired. Just think about that. That simple little thank you note. Now think about this. How many people do you think sent them a thank you note for their Bible? This really does not fit in with my subject today, but it feels like an important prelude. It made me aware of how my simple actions could touch others. Here are some more things I have picked up over time that I am aching to share with you about kindness and affecting others, which is at the cornerstone of my donkeyness. In my senior yearbook, a girl I barely noticed from my art class wrote, "To the most considerate person I ever met." I cried and never forgot it. Later I realized her last name was that of the family who was friends with my mother's side of the family. When I moved from Indianapolis, from a huge school with some cruel children, to Orleans, a tiny school, my class had only 50, I noticed a stunning difference in the personalities of the children. They were not hateful to each other. They did not mock. They had decent upbringings and mores. I made friends with a neighbor, a girl and her friend, who rode the bus with me, but were still in lower school, a few grades behind. I gave them nicknames, Sarah Hare and Joy Robin. As you can see, I have not outgrown my connection with the significance of avatars. One day on the bus, they passed me a note. I had not received many notes as a child, being reserved, a little odd, and not given to being cheerful or very outwardly friendly, so I was titillated with happiness. I rushed into the house and opened it. It was really, my friends, a love letter. It was covered with stickers and said, "We like our names you gave us, and we're glad you're our friend," and other things. I have never in my life received anything like that. I sat and cried. I was a home health aide in southern Indiana years later. One man, Mr. L., loved his aides and was grateful for them. His words belied this, but his body and expressions did not. His body and affect were stiff. I do not know his diagnosis. He was like a stone. I knew much was going on inside that prison of a body he was trapped in. One day he expressed his angst at his predicament. He wondered what use he was. Useless, he thought. My heart almost broke for him. "Oh, Mr. L," I told him with great emotion. I am sure my whole normally reserved manner exploded with expression. "You have no idea what plans are made for you. You have no idea what effect your tiny little actions might have upon the world. One tiny little thing that you think nothing of may cause a ripple effect that will spread out and cause a major effect that will change the world." His stiff, stone-like body collapsed inwards in a heap, and he howled, "Huh!" I shook with the knowledge of what I had effected in his spirit. I will never forget in a million years. That's enough for now. I would like to say that I have mentioned the donkeyness in this chapter and how what I have shared with you relates to me becoming this donkey. And I may have to have a part 3. We'll see. But thank you for listening, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.